Orchestral instruments can be played in a variety of ways. Articulations refer to the performance technique used to play a single note or a series of notes, such as staccato, legato, or détaché. In Miroslav Philharmonik 2, articulations describe the way the musician who was sampled performed the notes. By choosing exactly the right articulation for a particular musical passage, your symphonic production will shine with stunning realism. Miroslav Philharmonik 2 provides multiple articulations for each instrument type in the strings, brass, and woodwinds categories, so you can make your instruments speak exactly the way you want them to. In older orchestral libraries, you would put each individual articulation on its own MIDI channel and then play the parts per channel in order to get the complete performance. While you can certainly do that in Miroslav Philharmonik 2, we also offer a more modern approach, articulation switching. Articulation switching lets you change the articulation on the fly, all within a single part, using key switching. Key switching lets you use keys that are out of the playable range of the instrument as selector buttons that change between the various articulations. Miroslav Philharmonik 2 shows you where the key switch notes are by coloring them dark gray. The currently selected articulation key is highlighted gold. This labels which articulations are assigned to which key switch notes. Each string, brass, and wind instrument type starts with a multi-instrument that provides key switching between its various articulations. We can see from the shaded keys at the bottom of the keyboard that the cello multi-instrument has 11 different articulations. If we loaded those 11 articulations into 11 separate parts, it would look like this. But then we would be taking up 11 valuable parts when we can do the same thing with just one part. This leaves room to add 15 more articulation switching instruments, so you can build your full orchestra all within one instance of Miroslav Philharmonik 2. The instrument loads with the first articulation active, the sustained articulation, assigned to note C0 at the bottom of the keyboard. The sustained version is a good general-purpose articulation. Although you'll always do better with the specifically performed articulations, this one will let you play legato, staccato, and in between with pretty good results. So sustained is a great starting point. Now press the A0 key for a Vivaldi-style staccato articulation. Press the F-sharp 0 key for a fast legato articulation. The recorded musician performed the notes especially so they can be played in fast lines on the keyboard. Press the D-sharp 0 key for a short détaché articulation. This articulation switching technique is not only economical, it's also practical for your production. With all articulations of an instrument on a single part, all of the instrument's samples go through the same effects chain. So if you add an EQ and a compressor to the staccato cello, you'll also be applying those effects to the spiccato cello, the legato cello, and the détaché cello, just like you would when recording an acoustic instrument. Now let's look at a brass instrument. We have both first and second trumpets available. Let's load the second trumpet multi-instrument. We start with the default articulation, a mezzo-piano sustained performance. Press the C-sharp 0 note to switch to a soft piano performance. Now press the G0 note to switch to a soft staccato version. F-sharp 0 has a mezzo forte staccato. Then D-sharp, E, and F have various portatos. Articulation switching is also available for ensembles. Using this technique for all of your instruments lets you quickly and easily build up ultra-realistic orchestral performances. Experiment with the key switches, and you'll be a power user in no time at all.